In this video, we will discuss the different types of element constraints alignments can have. If you'd like to follow along with this video, please open the file 0602 alignment-element-constraints.dwg located in the training folder as discussed in the Working with this dataset video. In Civil3d, there are three types of horizontal constraints that you can apply to alignments: fixed, floating, and free. Certain constraints will automatically be placed on the horizontal elements based on the type of element and tool used to create them. Let's go over a description of each of these right now. The first type is called a fixed element constraint. And what that describes is a fixed element has a fixed position at both ends. Now, fixed elements are not necessarily tangent, and when grip edited, will lose tangency to adjacent alignment elements. So let's go ahead and select this alignment, and let me go ahead and move this curve, and notice how as I adjust the radius, it does not maintain tangency. That is because this object is constrained in a fixed way. Now on this alignment, we do happen to have two fixed tangents. However, because I've attached another type of object called a free element, which we'll talk about in a second, editing these tangents will maintain tangency between the curve. Let's talk about the next object type, which is called floating elements. So this is a floating curve because it floats off of this tangent line here. And what that means is that any edits I make to the tangent line will update the curve automatically because it's a floating tangent. So they rely upon this object to adjust itself because I created that as a floating curve. As I stated before, the last object type is a free element. And a free element is tangent to two other alignment entities such as two lines or two curves. That is the example that we have here. Although these are two fixed tangents, this is a free curve and will maintain tangency because it's constrained by both. We will discuss how you create the different constraint types when we talk about creating alignments with the two different methods in future videos. This concludes this video discussing the different types of element constraints alignments can have.